Here, Thank you. We've performed this dance because we noticed at the very beginning that everyone here is exactly like West Nile, where the dance comes from. West Nile is where Uganda, South Sudan, and the Democratic Republic of Congo converge. There are so many different cultures, just like the people here. The main challenge when people come from different cultures and get in one place, they're always complaining and conflicting about who is more important than the other. In West Nile, people from Congo say, we are more important than all of you because in Congo we have all the minerals. If we don't give them to the whole world, there will be no radio, no telephone, no computer. We from Uganda tell them, you are lying. We are more important than you because we're the ones at the source of the river Nile. We can even change the river and it goes to South Africa. The ones from South Sudan say, no, we are more important than everybody else because we are closer to London. All the wars you see in this world are not because the earth has become any smaller, but because of the ego of who is more important than the other and who should talk and who should keep quiet. For example, here, you are all from different countries. So my question is, which of your countries is more important than the others? Please don't answer that, because it could be the beginning of the Third World War. That is when the elders of West Nile decided to resolve the problem by using this analogy, the human body analogy. And they asked, suppose the whole world was one human body and all the peoples of the world were the different parts of this body. Which of those parts would be more important than all the others? Let me flip the question and put it to you, my friends. Tell me, which is that part of the human body that is so important, and if it stops functioning, we shall be declared dead? Already there is conflict. Let me ask my friend right here. Which is that part of the human body that is so important that if it stopped functioning, we shall be declared dead?
The brain.
This is a philosopher. Very great thinker. Oh, my friend here, what do you think?
The heart.
Oh, what a loving son. Well done. I also love the way you pronounce it. Because you see, in Uganda, everything is pronounced the same way. For example, listen to us, listen. Do I still have Ugandans around? Yes. Fantastic. Now, only Ugandans, please pronounce the following words. Ugandans only. This is a... Thank you. And in here is a... Audio. And if I'm pinched and I feel pain, I am... And the small house in which we live is a... Now, which heart is which? But now, Uganda, we have an opportunity to learn these things. I'm back, my friend. You said the one in the left side of the chest is a...
Heart.
Ugandans, did you get that? In that case, then tell me. This is a...
Hat.
Have you got the difference, Uganda? And if I'm pinched and I feel pain, I am...
Hurt.
Now, did you get the way the person shapes the lips? And now, the small house in which we live is a...
I don't know.
Oh, you have a good neighbor here who can help. The small house in which we live is a...
Hut.
Ugandans, do you still remember the difference? Don't worry, they are still here. I'm going to request you, my friend, to repeat those 4 words. But this time, Ugandans repeat after this teacher. Are we ready, Uganda? So, this is a
Hat.
Uganda. Fantastic. And in the left side of the chest is a
Heart.
Uganda. You are improving now. You are improving. And if I'm pinched and I feel pain, I am
Hurt.
Uganda. You are getting there. You are getting there. And the small house in which we live is a
Hut.
Uganda. A big round of applause for our teacher. Well done. Thank you very much. You've taught us very, very well. However, I'm sorry to say that you did not get the most important part of the body correct. Yes, because our teacher did not choose this one. Huh? What? Let me see. What do you call this?
Bone.
Huh?
A bone.
Obon. Which language is that?
She's saying elbow.
Say that again.
Elbow.
Wow. Elbow. No one has ever thought that the elbow is as important as the... I'm glad Ugandans still remember. I'm going to request everyone to please participate in this experiment so that by the end of this evening, we all determine the most important part of the human body. Kindly participate. The eyes said we are more important than all the other parts because we show you a drink. Everyone, please look at the drink in front of you. If you don't have one, put up your hand and waiters observe carefully. My marketing technique has not worked. The eyes located the drink and the hand said, no, we are more important than the eyes. If we don't pick this drink, you can't enjoy it. May I request everyone to please hold the drink in your hand. If you don't have one, for purposes of this experiment, shape your hand as if there was a drink. With your drink in your hand, will you kindly make your arm straight? Well done. This is the first time I have ordered important people and all of them obey. We are going to drink, but the elbow is not important, therefore it will not bend. Now, will you please drink without bending your elbows? Hey, stop, stop, stop. I've caught you feeding your neighbor. This is what we call rigging elections in Uganda. Without the cooperation of a simple part like the elbow, we would all be in very serious trouble. So they tried, and after 2 days, everyone was hungry and thirsty, and they went down and said, elbow, we now know that you are the most important. Will you please bend? Tell me, my friends, is the elbow a he or a she? Because I said it was important. The men want it, the women want it. It's okay, we share. He, she bent, and they drank and ate, but there was another part still keeping quiet. And that part was thinking, let them go on, drink and eat. Time will come when everyone will need my services. And it didn't take long. One of the people said, please let me come back, and went up there on the right gents, on the left ladies. That place where all of us go personally and physically. You can never send a representative. There is no delegation of responsibility. You must go there yourself and get there in time. That's the only function where technology has not found a substitute. You can send all other messages by email, Facebook, Twitter, I don't know what, but there you must go yourself. And even during lockdown, we never used Zoom. And when we get in there, all of us follow the same protocol. Number one, security. You lock the door. Have you been to places that don't lock and you see how uncomfortable you feel? And you feel like putting your foot on the door, only to find the door opening the other way. And if you cannot reach the door and you know it's not locked and you hear another person coming, immediately you develop a cough. And it doesn't matter whether you are dressed for a wedding or a conference, everything will go down. And whether you are a teacher or a beggar, a king or a student, all of us will take the same position. No one can say, I am very important, I remain upright. And that's when that part of the body said, all right, you've never respected me, tonight you will see. Yep. And locked up. The person thought it would be business as usual, tried harder, the part became tighter. The harder he pushed, the tighter the part became. He pushed until all the eyes were wide open. He pushed until all the sinews stretched out. And the part said, you are joking. Today there will be no exit. The fellow came back walking much slower and was asked, do you want something to drink? No. Anything to eat? No. 2 days of a rebellion in the southern hemisphere. And by that time, all the parts each one of us thought were more important, none could function properly anymore. The eyes were wide open but could not see anything. Breathing changed from to until all the parts had to go down and said, kindly please, open up. Tell me, my friends, is this a he or a she? This dance was meant to remind all of us that whatever differences we may have don't matter. It doesn't matter whether we are young or old, whether we are rich or poor, whether we are short or tall. Whatever gender we are is not a big deal. It doesn't matter whether we are black, white, pink, brown, green, or whatever color, whether we are Christians, Muslims, Hindus, Buddhists, atheists, Jews, all these differences are immaterial. What matters is that all of us are human beings and therefore deserve the same level of respect. And that's why when the music was still slow, you saw everyone dancing like. This was to give respect to the elbow. Can I request everyone to move your elbows a little bit, please? Come on now. Hey! Those who are not doing it, wait until the elbows are on strike. Thank you. When the speed of the music increased, everyone danced like this. What are you expecting? They were saying, we love you, we respect you, you can walk ahead of us, you can be seen in public, we are not ashamed of you. Our friends, allow me to say 3 things. Number one, that this troupe is 40 years of age this year. Thank you. I started it in 1984. Don't use that to find out how old I am. And for 40 years, you're the people who have been supporting us. You're the people that have kept us alive and going. When you come here and pay for this show, when you pay to have some food, when you pay to sleep in our guest accommodation, when you pay to have a party in our beautiful gardens, you are not paying for those services. But instead, through that, you are keeping these ancient arts alive. We thank you. Number two, I'm glad to say, recently, those of you who are familiar with Ugandan press or social media, you must have seen that we were out on sale because we had wanted to diversify our sources of income, and we borrowed money to build some lodge, and we failed to pay because of COVID. Then they were selling us. But I'm glad to say we were supposed to have been sold on the 30th of September, but today is 20th of October, and we are still here. We want to thank those of you who have come to our aid. We want to thank the government because they came in to say, no, you can't sell Ndere Cultural Center. That is where the whole world gathers. We are infinitely grateful. And finally, I want to say that please keep your support coming, because we want to turn this particular cultural center into a university of indigenous civilizations and creative industries, so that what we do, what I teach, can be handed over to other people before I'm deployed in the other world. And for all the support you have given us, please enjoy the loudest drums on the African continent, which hail all the way from Burundi.